With the recent slew of mech combat games out lately, it was just a matter of time before an independent studio threw their helmet into the ring. This time, it's Bomb Dog Studios with their highly customizable combat contraption, MAV. MAV, short for Modular Assault Vehicle, is a sci-fi combat simulator in the vein of classic MechWarrior or Heavy Gear. This game is still in its infancy, so there's not much to see yet, but what is working so far shows some solid promise. The core aspect of the game is the ability to design your own vehicle from a virtual Lego chest of parts and weapons. But the design goes beyond simply picking parts and placing stickers. Each component has several hardpoints and conflict zones. This means you don't just pick the parts, you decide where on your creation they get placed. Don't like your big cannon on one side? Pluck it off and stick it on your head. Are your missile racks too tempting of a target? Stick them under the arms and make them hard to reach. The design options are nearly unlimited. Once you have constructed your technological terror, it's time to turn it loose on the battlefield. This is where the game begins to show its diapers. While the vehicles themselves are graphically impressive, everything else, including special effects, sound effects, and even controls, are far below today's standard expectations for a 3D game. If you're old enough or cool enough to remember MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries, then you have a good idea of where this game is in terms of presentation. First off, when you load into battle, your fire controls are not set by default. You must open the options menu to map fire controls to your mouse or wherever before you can fight. Next, there is no targeting of any kind. You must use the weapon camera to aim and fire. But be aware that if you overloaded your mech with heavy weapons, the recoil will make aiming unbearable. The graphics and animations are bare minimum for a 3D game of today's quality. I really hope the developers consider this a rough draft. Finally, the complete lack of story, narration, or voice work of any kind make the current demo a very bland battlefield. But with the core creation process nearly complete, the combat and details should come along smoothly over the next few months. And I would give this at least a few months before even taking a second look. Good work takes time, and it will take some great work to get this game up to playable levels. I very much look forward to the great work this team can provide over the next year.